Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven. I'm a pharmacist and I own 52 units of real estate. So I had a great question in the comments asking, hey, I'm a real estate investor and agent in New York City and Connecticut. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto? Any plans to invest in 2025? So crypto was super popular during COVID, right? When everyone was locked down during COVID, and that's when all the crypto content, the Bitcoin content, and the NFT content was skyrocketing, right? Like people were so into it. Every video that content creators created was blowing up, and real estate was doing well, right? Because interest rates were low, so people are overpaying for properties, and you can afford to get amazing loans under like 3%, and I did well in that. And people are just really crazy about cryptocurrency, right? And then for me, I kind of never really fell into the hype, right? And then, shame on me, I could look back in 30, 40 years and regret not doing it. But I've always just kind of stayed away from cryptocurrency and just like individual stocks for the most part. Because for me, number one, I don't understand anything about cryptocurrency. I don't understand anything about individual stocks. So to me, it's just risky. It's more speculative. And, I don't have an unfair advantage in that, right? Now, if I knew a lot about cryptocurrency and I was really in that field, then maybe, but I'm not, right? I'm a pharmacist who works with W-2 and I own a lot of real estate. So it's actually better use of my time and my money and my energy to invest that back into real estate where I have an unfair advantage and I already have systems in place, right? It doesn't make sense for me to put any money in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. If I ever did, it'd probably be like 1 to 2% of my net worth. Like it'd be very little. And if I put money in Bitcoin, I'd be okay just losing all that money. Right. And I have the same mindset towards individual stocks. Like only individual stock I own is a bunch of Apple stocks. Like I bought a bunch in 2013. I bought a bunch during COVID when it split, and I just bought more. But my goal is to buy and hold this forever, reinvest the dividends. And, Apple is a pretty stable company. So like I only buy Apple stocks and index funds. That's it. Right. So to me, I think it's too speculative to buy individual stocks. I've tried it. I bought Tesla stocks back in 2013 and I bought for like 100, I sold it for 200, and I owned like, I think $2,000 worth. So I made $2,000. But had I kept that to today, it would be worth a lot more, right? I don't know what it'd be worth today, $2,000 back 2013. But I just viewed individual stocks as speculative. I bought like GoPro stocks, lost money on that. 3D printing stocks, lost money on that. I didn't know anything, right? So the same applies to me for crypto. I don't really know anything. I'm gonna lose money on it. So, and I don't have the itch to scratch that. Like, I feel like I take a lot of risk in my real estate already because I'm buying value-added real estate. So there's risk, right? I bought a mobile home park, which is a huge risk, and I lost money on that. So I already got my risk bug taken care of through my value-added real estate, right? I've done mobile home park, lost money, don't want to do it again. I buy value-added real estate. There's risk inherently in it. So I don't want additional risk. So not a huge fan of like Bitcoin, crypto. Can you become rich from Bitcoin and crypto? Probably. Is it for me? No, right? Like you can become rich 1,000 ways, right? Like I can become rich just buying Apple stocks for the rest of my life, probably. I can become rich just buying index funds the rest of my life, every month, dollar cost average, right? I can dollar cost average index funds, become rich. I can dollar cost Apple stocks and become rich. I can buy real estate every year, become rich. I can buy single family real estate every year and become rich. I can buy multifamily real estate every year and become rich. The key is just do something for a long period of time and get good at it, right? That's really it, right? And you just do that for a long time, you can do rich anything, right? I can become rich creating content, maybe, right? If I create content for a very long time, which I plan to, right? So for me, it's like that's my unfair advantage. Just like continue buying index funds. It's super easy and super passive. It requires no energy. I can continue buying Apple stocks every month. Easy, passive, not much energy. I can buy new build construction in Huntsville, Alabama. I have unfair advantage there. It's easy. I can buy it whenever I want to. When I'm ready, I can buy apartments in Oklahoma. That's my unfair advantage. And it just matters of me sending out mailers, finding a good deal that makes sense, making the offer, closing it, and I know how to renovate it. I have a renovation team there. I have a general contractor there. I have a property management there. I have insurance there. I know what rents are, right? I know what Section 8 rents are going to be. So like that's my unfair advantage. So why would I not take advantage of this unfair advantage, right? So like I said, you can be rich so many different ways. And for the most average person, yeah, it sounds cool and sexy to say like I own like 7, 10 streams of income, but it's better to have one good stream of income. And then once you've made it and built your wealth, and by wealth I mean like 10, $20 million, at that point you can diversify into other things, right? Like my net worth is about $6.2 million. Most of it's real estate, 5 million in real estate, 1.2 is in stocks. So like for me, mine for advantage is real estate. So just go all in. And once I hit 20 million, whatever, then maybe I can diversify. Maybe I'll put 1 to 2% in crypto or Bitcoin. But for me, it's not really for me, right? At least right now. And like I said, I'd rather put my time, my energy into finding more real estate deals, investing in index funds, creating more content for you guys. So that's just kind of my thoughts on anything speculative. And like I said, if you're going to do it, then do it. Like it's funny, like I grew up in the Bay Area, there's a gold rush in San Francisco. Like who made more money? The person who found gold or the person selling the shovel or the person selling the pan to find the gold? So that's usually how it is, right? Like it's people make more money selling a service to help somebody find, the gold, right? So that's kind of the downside of like a lot of the courses, right? And I have a course, I have a mentorship as well. But for me, I made more money through real estate and through stocks and through my W-2 than through my course, right? I just do this on the side for fun, right? Because I want to help people. Like if I can help you get your first apartment complex, it's life-changing, right? Like just my 26 unit apartment complex cash flows $8,000 a month, and it gave me about $800,000 of forced depreciation. And one of those deals was enough to replace most W-2 incomes, right? Maybe not in California because I'm in a high cost living market, but imagine if you bought that 26 unit apartment complex and you live in Oklahoma, right? Like, my God, like you're financially free, you don't have to work anymore, right? In California, it just helps replace like your income, and it maybe can cover your mortgage, right? So, for me, I have to own a few more of them because I'm choosing to live in California. But if I were to relocate to a lower cost of living area or state, $8,000 a month is plenty. It's plenty. But for me, that's the sunshine tax. I love living in Los Angeles and California, the weather, things to do. So that's the price I pay, right? But if I were to move to Oklahoma, man, I'd be retired. I'd probably get a mansion for $500,000 and live off my passive income, and I'm done. So really, that's what it is. So I'm not as really big into the speculative investments, at least for me. Like I guess they're speculative because I don't know much about it. Like I don't know much about individual stocks, right? Like day trading was a huge thing, but like to me, there's no such thing as get rich quick. Like if you are gonna invest in Bitcoin and crypto, then you better dollar cost average it over the rest of your life. So that's how I view investing when I do it. If I do something, I want to do it for the rest of my life, right? So if I'm buying index funds, I'm buying index funds for the rest of my life, dollar cost average. If I'm buying Apple stocks, I'm doing it for the rest of my life, dollar cost average. If I'm buying real estate, I'm buying it for the rest of my life, dollar cost average. If I'm buying apartments, I'm doing it for the rest of my life, dollar cost average, right? So if you're going to go crypto, then you better be so sure in it that you're going to buy it for the rest of your life and dollar cost average it, right? So that's the way I view investments, all long term, right? And that's really what it is. That's what made people successful, right? Like Warren Buffett, he's been investing for 90 years or 80 years. He's been doing it until he dies, right? And that's the way I view any investment that I take on now. Like, am I willing to do this for the rest of my life, or is this just kind of the one-time thing to scratch an itch, right? So that's how much research and thought you have to put into something. So for me, real estate's for the rest of my life, index funds for the rest of my life, Apple stocks for the rest of my life, Bitcoin, crypto, right now, it's not for the rest of my life. So, I don't want to invest in it right now. I may change my mind later, right? But like I said, you can become rich just picking one thing. So to answer the question, you can become rich becoming a real estate investor. You can become rich becoming a real estate agent in just New York and Connecticut. And that's all you need, right? Like your quality life doesn't necessarily improve after a certain net worth amount, right? I'm living proof, right? Or if $6.2 million, I still work at W-2 just like you, right? I'm sure 90% of you are working W-2 just like me. So like, I'm worth more on paper, but my quality life won't change until I, sell. There's some real estate, and then I take the equity to pay off my primary residence, and to take the equity to sit on, and at that point I can step away if I want to, right? So really, that's really it. So hopefully it's answered your question about my thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. And in 2025, I don't plan to invest in it. I know it's kind of spiked up recently. It's been doing well, so it's back in the news, but it's not for me right now. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to buy some multifamily real estate or some guidance, check out the mentorship program down below. Otherwise, please like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.